Peace, y'all. I hope everyone's doing well today. Let's get some messages. I had a dream that I was in a car going somewhere. There was a guy in there. He had it looked like he had dreads, like two strings of dreads that had orange and yellow beads at the bottom, but the other hair was real refined. Also, he added like hair with these two strands of dreads that he had. I also dreamed that I gave him $20. I had money on me, gave him $20, and was on a rocky road. This looked like I was in a place like Egypt. I don't know, but that's what I got from the dream. So I ended up going to, maybe there was a retreat that I went to, and I seen Queen Afua. And who else did I see? Yeah, Queen Afua. There was a lady who was in Queen Afua's class who was being real rude. And so Queen Afua, she was just like, not Queen Afua, hold on. Yeah, that is her name, Queen Afua. So Queen Afua, she was very, very assertive and very, very eloquent when confronting a lady who was being rude in the class. I like how I don't remember exactly what she said. I don't remember what she said at all. But I do remember in the dream that she put the lady in check very respectfully. After that, I didn't want to be involved in that. So I walked in another room and I saw two Buddhas that were just placed there on the floor. So maybe I think they were either faced towards each other, but I put them apart and I faced them side to side. So I don't know what this dream is about, but let's find out, guys. Let's get some messages. So let's go for it. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest white light, please give me some messages of this dream. Give me the storyline so that I could get more clarity on what's going on in this dream. All right, so I just heard. Okay, why did I just hear? You're going on a quest on your favorite rocket ship, and it's to time. Little Einstein, get ready to explore. Little Einstein. So anyway, with that said, there is someone who's currently overthinking. Their process of thinking is they're like in their head a whole lot right now. And this is a person who possibly is making some decisions or needing to. Definitely making decisions to heal possibly. But let's see, what is this Three of Wands here, ancestors? To end something. So they're stressed because they're having to end something. Definitely end a cycle. So with the Judgment card here, this is ordained by God. Definitely something that is no longer. And what God is doing is making someone make choices to better their life. So it's under good circumstances, even though a person may be nervous or they may be anxious. They don't know what's ahead of them. With the Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't matter. Like I'm seeing here, like there's a karmic wheel that is currently going, and it's to, with the Death card here, it's saying like this person is led to evolve. So they have, even though there are, I feel like someone's either like wanting to travel, or there could be someone's just thinking about what they should do. So they looking outwardly, they're trying to figure out what to do. But anyway, let's get some more clarity. Yeah, so there could be severe judgment, karma happening with the Justice card here. I'm seeing here like God is, there's like a restriction that someone has at this time where it comes to their choices and the things that they're doing. Changes, Tower moment happening. So this is a shocking moment for this person, and they don't know how to deal with it. But with that said, I'm seeing here, like, this is a person who is, trying to, like, free themselves. They're getting clarity on what they need to do. And what I'm also seeing here is, like, even though the divine is, like, telling this person, like, to look at other ways, other opportunities, this person is continuously acting as if everything is fine. So we got the King of Swords energy, King of Pentacles, the Star card, the Eight of Cups. So yeah, these are people who are walking away. These are people who are left to heal. Yeah, because the thing is, they feel like they're not. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, they're ending relationships. So maybe this is God forcing certain relationship to end. Okay, and this is like someone needing to stand alone, definitely needing to stand alone and be more private, so yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Someone is trying to figure out how to be strong, okay, but secretly there is what's this? Clarify the Three of Pentacles with the Moon card. So there could be someone, or like making plans for you. Okay. Definitely making plans, but this cycle is closed out, and there's like sadness here that's happening. I feel like maybe you gained everything you needed to learn in a situation, in relationships. Like, you gained what you needed, and so there are other people that are being forced to go on their spiritual journey, and like this spiritual journey is causing some people to have to retreat. Okay, so anyway, with that said, let's talk about the dream now. So ancestors, please tell me about this ride that I had with this guy. And the interesting part is, when I was in the car getting to know, like, me and the guy, we were laughing, we were being like cool. I can't remember exactly what happened, but he was not bad. He was not a bad guy, or from what I perceived and how the conversation was going, like, things were going pretty good. We were getting along. But anyway, let's see. So what's this ride in the car? That's justice, okay? So we got the justice card here. What was the ride about? All right. So we got the Ace, we got the Page of Swords with the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is someone who could be hurting from past experiences, things that have happened from the past. There's someone who's needing to go back to an argument that they've had. There was an argument that they had, possibly, that's leaving them scarred. Could possibly be with a parent. If not, then it could just be, something happened as a child where someone didn't feel like maybe at their best or something. There was a lot of pain that happened. And so a lot of arguing in a home or something. Like, someone's trying to, like, I don't want to say blame things on their past, but this is a person who's needing to move forward. And with the Page of Wands, they're looking deeply into their situation, realizing that whatever they were into, or whatever they did, like, something didn't work out. So with the Seven of Wands energy here, it's showing me that someone's fighting for a new opportunity. This would be the justice here. Their justice. This would be the scales balancing for new opportunities, for whatever did not work out in the past. This is a person who's reminiscing on the past arguments, past experiences. But anyway, Spirit, what does this have to do with the ride? What does this have to do with the ride, like the cab ride that I had, or the Uber ride? All right, so we got the Empress here, the Devil card, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Hangman, clarified with the Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. Okay, so there is, like, you've learned from you. So there is someone who's moving right along. This could be A fire sign man, this could be anybody. A Pisces, an air sign, a fire sign. Definitely getting fire, air, Taurus. You are moving along. There has been a lot of deceit, a lot of deception that you've been through, that you have gone through. And because you've gone through it, I'm seeing here like it could have kept you feeling stuck at one point, but you got through it. You got through it. Like you pushed through what made you feel uncomfortable in your life. And so now you're moving on. You're moving on, and you are definitely closing out a cycle where you're moving on. So yeah, I'm also getting like ending something that doesn't serve you. All right, so clarify this, ancestors. Tell me about the cab ride. Yeah, freedom. So the Fool card represents a new beginning. The Ten of Wands is you being resilient. You've gone through a lot, and you've seen things from the way you needed to see things in order to like close out cycles of deceit. You know, and this, you know, well, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. That's what's coming up. So, yeah, you've healed from something. You've healed from something. Something that could have stressed you out. Or this is not you healing. This is you. This is a person needing to heal, needing to push through a struggle. This could be an earth sign woman needing to push through a struggle. Maybe people who want new opportunities in their life. So, they could be wanting to nurture themselves a little more. But tell me about this ride. All right. So, we got So someone's under judgment for the way that they either been, like they could have, I just heard messing around. So someone's messing around or dealing with someone, let's see. Maybe this was, let's see. Yeah, so they formed a connection with a few women. This is a person who's like needing healing from other people. So you're freeing yourself from this. Yeah. Anyway. So tell me about the ride now. Ancestors, what was this ride about? What was the cab ride about? The cab ride was about you gaining wholeness within self. You making a choice to move forward in your independence. You not like this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time. So you've been trying to figure out how, like, ways to like work on yourself and become your best self. And with the Chariot card, it represents like a new opportunity to get through hurdles that could have possibly held you back. So yeah, you're like you're healing from something. So you're moving on. You're healing. You're going through changes at this time, and you have your angel on your right side that is telling you that you could go through. You could get through this. You have a devil on the other side daring you. I don't consider this to be like a bad devil. I would just say it's duality. So it's like you have to learn that whatever you're doing, it always has to be a paradigm within it. Nothing's going to be perfect. There are always going to be certain experiences that you are going to be having in your life that's going to make you feel up, down. So this is a journey. And just because you're on a bike doesn't mean that just because you're in a vehicle moving forward doesn't mean that you will get through like everything. Like there are some experiences where you're gonna have to stop at the stop sign. You're gonna have to stop at the red light. You know, the yellow light. You don't have to slow down. Okay, and then green light. You don't have to go. So it's not a fast-paced journey, and this is what someone is learning. So tell me about, so basically me being in a car and headed somewhere represents definitely a journey that someone's choosing. Someone's choosing to go on a journey. They're choosing to heal, okay? And so they know that they have to go through some hardships, but you know, they still know, like, this is something they've been thinking about. So tell me about me paying this man $20 for this ride. So we got the Five of Pentacles, Four of Swords, because what I'm seeing here is, even though, like, you have to go on a journey, there are dues that you have to pay for yourself, and dealing with people can deplete you. So it's like you giving yourself to certain experiences. You're gonna have to pay for these experiences. It's energy that you have to pay that causes you to feel depleted. But with the Six of Wands, this is you continuing to rise through hardship where you feel depleted. Maybe someone feels used, maybe someone feels abused. Whatever it is, with the money being given, it's just showing me that you have to give a part of yourself to others and to yourself. But yeah, don't forget about yourself. So yeah, definitely experience where you're like, I don't want to deal with certain people, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But the Six of Wands is saying that you can do it and you will have victory doing it. This will lead you to be your best self and on top of the world. You know, with the wreath, it definitely represents a success. So yeah, so, and then, like, you got people watching you, people who are respecting you because you're choosing this journey. So we got the Judgment card with the Sun card. So this is freedom. This is you stepping into your calling. This is you elevating in life, and also having a higher connection with the divine, healing your inner child. Your inner child is happy about this experience that you're going to be going through. You're building your legacy when it comes to who you are inside, okay? Internally, you're focused on the internal, not the outward perceptions of yourself. So with that said, clarify, give me some more information. Definitely ecstatic about this, okay? So I do see you being excited about this journey, and at times you may feel like, I don't feel like doing this, or maybe you feel like you might feel defeated. Do not compare yourself to others. This is your journey and your journey alone. So it's going to be a time for self-reflection. This is how you go about your healing. It's about knowing that you have to pull yourself out of, you have to pull yourself away at times. Go hermit to learn more, seek more knowledge about you. And this is what I see you doing. All right, so now let's get to the strands of hair. Like, what is that hair, the hair scene in the dream represent when he was adding hair to his locks? And what does that represent, ancestors? What does the hair part represent in the dream? So hair, you know, even though we may not feel it, hair is deeply rooted, because it involves certain experiences that you don't realize that your hair has been through. Like, I forget how they say, like, hair is your glory. Hair is very it's very powerful, especially when it comes to locks. Let's just say, if you don't have locks, whatever, like, your hair strand has been through a lot, okay? And maybe, you know, you want it to look cute, you want it to be, but you don't really understand what the experiences that your hair goes through. Your hair has been with you, or your hair follicles, like, your hair has been with you for centuries, and, you know, you even became friends with your hair, but you never realized what your hair represented. Your hair has been with you since a child. It remembers certain experiences that you've been through, okay? Because it's connected to your crown chakra. So anyway, give me some information about the hair. Like, why was the hair very important in the dream, ancestors? Why was the hair so important? Because your hair, okay, so we got because there have been times where you weren't nurturing yourself, And so there could have been conflict about you nurturing yourself. It could be conflict within that you could be experiencing mentally, that is maybe someone needs to like have a fresh start. Maybe you're wanting to transform your energy, like you're wanting to transmute some sort of negativity that you may be experiencing with your hair. Maybe your hair is like feeling like it has been involved in like negativity, because like this represents like the hair follicles to me. Like if you look closer, like what I'm seeing here is like the hair has been through like certain experiences that you may not realize. But why is the hair so important in this? Why? Because this is a time for you to attend to your hair. It's representing growth, okay? So you growing, growth, expansion. So what is it about the hair, like him adding hair to his head, ancestors? What was this in the dream about him adding extra hair to his locks, the two locks that he had? Ending to something. I'm gonna get more information on it. Yeah, this person coming into their higher self, embodying the power of their higher self. I'm getting like maybe a long journey. It's representing self-love too, but also a long journey where like someone's going to be on a spiritual journey to learning more about themselves. So the hair, it wrestles with like certain principalities or something. But what it's saying is like, this is a unique experience that you're having, because the hair, the way his hair was, it wasn't like nobody else's. It was different. So I was looking at it like, what's wrong with his hair? But he liked his hair. He really liked it. And he was like adding more hair to it, to the two locks, even though other parts of the hair was short. So I'm like, okay, so with that said, like I'm seeing here, like this is you honoring yourself anyhow, no matter what anyone says, okay, about you. You have a unique experience in your journey that you're going through, that you're about to be going through, chosen. This could be people who are oncomers, who are experiencing a new journey. So maybe you could be a karmic who could be deciding to come on a journey to where you are going to be experiencing a better life for yourself. So yeah, like you just changing up, like you're getting ready, you're preparing yourself for your journey. So anything else, ancestors? Yeah, Six of Wands. Definitely seeing you like go on, like on your journey, okay? Owning your journey. And you're gonna have watchers, people watching you. So you're closing out a cycle. You're sure about this. So there could be someone who's moving fast when it comes to their journey and where they're headed. You made a clear decision to do this. Okay, now that we know that part, tell me about the lady, Queen Afua. Why was Queen Afua in the dream, ancestors? What did Queen Afua have to do with anything? Well, why was Queen Afua in a dream? So we got the Devil card here with the High Priestess and the Two of Swords, the Three of Wands. What is this about, ancestors? So the Death card. What's this? Clarify the devil. Anyway, what I'm seeing here is that someone feels they're aware of some things and they're ready to move on from what doesn't serve them. They feel like they're in a toxic environment and they're ready to heal. They're ready to seek out their healing. They're ready to transform their healing. So why did Queen Afua speak so eloquently to the lady? Like, what did that represent with the lady who was having like a moment of distraction where she was acting like she didn't want to be in the class? What did that have to do with anything? So we got the Judgment card, the Hermit card, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So with the Judgment card, the Hermit, maybe either Queen Afua seen through mess of this particular person and handle it with assertiveness, and it was like she was very assertive. So maybe she noticed that there was something negative about this situation. There was a toxic environment where she needed to gain some sort of control over the individual that was causing some sort of disruption in the class, possibly, or, you know, whatever this is. Like, someone's seeing through somebody, okay? So with the Five of Cups, someone's feeling guilty, but someone's seeing through somebody. And there's a cycle that's closing because someone's seeing through someone. Okay, so with the Two Cups standing, this is them wondering, like, what do they have left? Like, what else is going to happen? They're not sure of their direction because someone's seeing through this. Someone's seeing through someone. Someone's seeing through someone, but they're handling it with love. Definitely handling it with love. And this could make someone feel guilty. This could make someone feel like, I don't know, like, you know how someone feels like, I remember, I always bring this up, but someone saying, I'm disappointed in you, and someone feeling embarrassed or ashamed because someone high is feeling disappointed in how someone acts. So someone could be a little embarrassed and they're trying to figure out, where do they stand now? What do they do? Whatever it is, like, someone's feeling called out. So there's a cycle that's closed out where, like, you know, this person was a distraction. And now, like, you know, there is judgment happening in this toxic environment where someone's seeing truth. And then because someone's seeing truth, there could be someone feeling ashamed of truth that is being that is being had. So maybe Queen Afua was seeing truth in this person, or vice versa, whatever. I'm just seeing here, like, she handled it very eloquently. So now let's go to the part of me putting the two Buddhas together. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest white light, please tell me about me, the Buddha part of the dream where I saw the Buddhas in the other room. Like, what was that about, seeing the Buddhas in the other room? A healing energy. This is healing. This is you using your magic for yourself now. Someone's using their magic for themselves. Someone's trying to heighten their intuition. But it's a lot that is happening at this time when it comes to their mental space, because they're out of alignment a little bit, and they're like knowing that they have to end cycles with people, cycles with friendships that don't serve them. This is going to bring them their power. Like, they're trying to call in their power. There's like a lot of distractions that they're having when it comes to people. They're knowing that they have to enter this journey alone. And with the Strength card here, they have the strength to do it. So someone's walking away from people. There's another person walking away from people. This is a person who's also being called to do this. This is a person who could be chosen. Another person going on their journey. Yeah. So Spirit is like highlighting, yeah, you have to end this cycle with these people. So the Tower card is like showing you, like showing someone like you've been held back because of certain people in your environment. And this is the secret. You know this. Someone knows this, and someone's having anxiety about this because they're wondering, like, how would people react once this person walks away? So this could be an earth sign man needing to do this. Definitely needing to be healed. or this could be anyone. So another thing, ancestors, give me some more information about the two Buddhas why did I put the two, what was the meaning of the two Buddhas being put side by side instead of facing each other? Because so the Buddhas faced together represent a struggle, because it's like I'm getting more competition energy. This is what I'm getting. Competition energy is representing a struggle when you are facing yourself, facing what's been highlighted when it comes to you as an individual. Maybe someone's seeing who they are in other people. So the Buddha is a reflection of oneself. However, when it's put side by side, what is this? What happens when it's put side by side? You gain true clarity, because you are separating yourself as an individual. Ace of Swords energy, definitely cutting a cord and ending a cycle where you're standing alone. All right, and this is what someone's needing to do. I'm also seeing here there could be like someone who's wanting to control this journey, because they have like they're in something thick, definitely something thick. But with the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, they are trying to they're feeling blocked off. So this is a community that's stressing, because someone feels stuck in this community and they're wanting to offer someone something, possibly. Yeah, they're wanting to make things right, because they're hurting. Someone could be someone could be hurting. Someone wants to say some things to you. They're feeling in the cold right now. Whatever this entails, this could also be a person who feels like they got kicked out of something, and they're stressing about that because they don't know how to they've been together with people for so long, they don't know how to do things on their own. And so this is a person who could be going on a journey where they're needing to change their ways or something. You know, this is a person who's definitely needing to change or have some sort of motivation about life and how to enter their spiritual journey, where they're having to close out huge cycles. So this is a huge cycle that could be closing. This could be dealing with a water sign, or it could be anybody. And it's an argument here. There's an argument because someone's wanting to continue a cycle with someone, but there needs to be a cycle that's closed out. This could be a woman with a child. Anyway, with that said, someone has true clarity on what they need to do, and someone could be upset because they have to do this. It's a struggle for them because they're wanting to win at all costs. With the Five of Wands, this is an internal conflict that this person is having. It's going to be a struggle for this person, but I do feel like eventually they will go on their healing journey, because within them is an inner child that is seeking this healing. The inner child really wants to be healed. So let's I want to get some clarity on this dream and just see what my ancestors say about this, and then we're gonna be done. All right, so it's saying here, your dream is rich with powerful symbols and emotional undergarments. So it's saying being driven somewhere suggests you're on a spiritual or life journey where someone else is currently guiding, influencing, or transporting you towards growth or transformation. The top $20 represents energetic exchange. I was just telling y'all that you're investing in the movement, even if you're not in full control. 20 can also symbolize balance. 2 plus 0 equals 2, number of harmony and and duality. The man's locks with braids, beads, hair often symbolizes strength, wisdom, and personal power. Him adding hair extensions and beads, especially yellow and orange colors, are solar plexus and sacral chakras, may suggest he is enhancing or showcasing creative energy, confidence, and emotional expression, but also possibly performing or constructing an identity. The two long strands might hint a dual path or two specific energetic threads in your life, perhaps male energies, creative projects, or relationships. Ashe. So Queen Afua, a real life spiritual teacher and healer, represents divine feminine wisdom, healing, and ancestral knowledge, and body, mind, spirit alignment. Being at a retreat implies you are being called to retreat inward, heal, or deepen your understanding. The disruptive woman could be a part of your psyche, or a real person who resists healing, doesn't want to hear truth, or challenges growth. So Queen Afua handling the disruption with grace and love shows your inner higher self or your future self mastering challenges with compassion rather than conflict. You are being shown how to respond rather than react. So Buddhas facing each other may suggest a confrontation or mirroring wisdom. That's what we said. Perhaps a meeting of minds or a need to resolve dualities within you. So yin, yang, ego, soul, past, future. You placing them side by side reflects a peaceful integration rather than have these energies face off or challenge each other. You chose unity and harmony. Okay, I didn't get that one right, but possibly could be two things. So it says this is very conscious, spiritually mature at bringing balance to opposing energies within or around you. So overall, the dream this is saying that you are on a spiritual journey, possibly in a transition, being carried somewhere new in life. Along the way, you're encountering different energies. One who is performing, building something, which is the driver. A teacher or guide, Queen Afua. A resistance or challenge, disruptive woman. That's the other person who is being disruptive in class. A need for inner harmony, the Buddhas. The dream shows you are learning to invest your energy wisely, symbolized by the money. Have an inner guide and community of wisdom, even if you're not yet fully immersed in it. Are ready to move past disruptive, unhealed aspects within yourself or others. Are choosing integration over conflict, peace over ego battles. If you've been seeking healing, new purpose, or clarity, this dream confirms that you're on the right path and spiritual guidance is present. You're being reminded to trust your intuition, stay grounded in love, and honor both masculine and feminine aspects of your journey. All right, so yeah, definitely someone going on a healing journey. Congratulations for you closing out a cycle, or you will be. Look at the Buddha coming out. Let's read that. So hold on. I just heard someone say, I've been in this cycle for too damn long. I'm ready for change. I really heard that. So it says, the Buddha sits meditating. The hills in the background are dotted with other people meditating, impatiently waiting for him to speak. But he won't move a muscle until he is ready. This card shows a time of inner preparation before action. Before you can reach outside yourself, you must reach within to find your power, your purpose, and your direction. This period of time may feel a little like waiting, and it appears so in your exterior life because some points of action seem to be at a standstill, which is why we got the Hangman. Though you're just taking the time that you require to prepare and to truly step into your power. All right, and this is what we've been talking about, taking back your power. This is where you will gain a lot in your life. So it says, don't be in a hurry. The time to act is coming, and when it's here, your strength will be absolute. All right, so we're going to get a message from the divine, and then I'm out of here. Most High God, Mother and Father of righteousness, please give me a message for anyone seeking to be on a journey. What do we need to know? Please, what do we need to know? What is the best advice for us, Most High God? Ashe. So we got Matthew 26 and 72. Let's look this up. Okay, so it says Matthew 26:72 and Matthew 27:44 deal with rejection, betrayal, misunderstandings of the divine truth when viewed through a spiritual lens, especially in the context of something starting spiritual journey or considering messages from the collective, the chosen, and from the karmics. These verses carry deep symbolic weight. And so this is the scripture. And again, he died with an oath. I do not know the man. So this refers to Peter denying Jesus, not once, but again, and with more intensity. Peter, one of Jesus' closest disciples, distanced himself out of fear, shame, and pressure from the world. So, I am not Christian, but what I'm really getting is like there could be, I'm in a time in my life where there's a lot of there's a smear campaign going on, and there could be people that don't want to kumbaya with you if you're like being judged or something because of what other people may think of you or may have been told about you. There are people who may not want to get to know you because of what's been said about you, instead of them learning on their own, like the truth. There's been a lot of lies. So this is people that don't want to sit and eat with you. So it's saying distance himself out of fear, shame, and pressure from the world. So these are people who may not have their own mind. They're needing to call their power back. So it says Matthew 27:44. The thieves also which were crucified with him cast the same in his teeth. Here, even those dying beside Jesus mock him. This shows how deeply rejected and misunderstood the divine can be, even in moments of extreme vulnerability. Now let's interpret this in the spiritual category. So it's saying for the collective, these verses are a mirror for humanity's tendency to reject truth when it's inconvenient, painful, or challenges the ego. They speak to a collective denial of the divine within or around us. How society can mock spiritual truth, especially when it threatens power structures or comfort zones. The way fear can cause people to turn against truth even when they once embraced it. The collective is being shown its own fear of light. Many will deny or mock what they don't understand, but transformation begins with the truth when the truth is no longer denied. All right, so it's my bad. This ain't even about me. Scratch that. Scratch what I just said, okay? So it says, for the chosen often walk past where they are misunderstood, isolated, and sometimes betrayed, even by those close to them. Like Peter and the thieves, people may not recognize spiritual authority or love until after the suffering has passed. The message for the chosen: do not be discouraged by those who reject you, even if they once walked with you. Your walk mirrors the Christ path. Betrayal, isolation, and public rejection are part of spiritual elevation, but resurrection and remembrance follow. Also, the chosen are being asked to forgive those who fall into fear or denial. Stay rooted even when abandoned or mocked. Trust that spirit sees what man often overlooks. So for karmics, it said these verses are warnings to those who mock or undermine spiritual truth out of pride, ignorance, or jealousy, deny the divine in others or themselves to stay safe or comfortable. React to spiritual growth with sarcasm, attacks, or projection. Be mindful not to curse what you don't understand. There is danger in denying the divine, especially when it's near. Karma begins when love is rejected and mocked. But this is not This is not condemnation. It's a call to awaken before they, like the thieves or Peter, realizes the truth too late. So for those beginning the spiritual journey, you might feel alone, doubted, or even ridiculed. Not everyone will believe in your path or in you, but even Peter was forgiven. The path may begin with denial, fear, or hiding, but grace meets you even in failure. Start where you are, even if you're afraid, even if others doubt you. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be open. Your journey is sacred even in your weakness, okay? So it says Final reflection. These scriptures reveal a universal truth. Divine energy is often rejected before it is honored, but denial is not the end of the story. Resurrection, redemption, and recognition follow. You are being shown the cost of truth, the test of loyalty, and the call to grace, both for yourself and for others. So yeah, chosen, we've been through a lot. Through our spiritual journey, we had to get through the worlds, the two worlds, because there is a difference. But your path is more spiritual than it is tangible. You will gain spiritually and financially through your spiritual journey than you would in the lower aspects of life, which is like the duality of life, where the lower, like that, is the material world. Like, it's not where you really want to gain your success. You want to gain it through your spiritual walk, your spiritual journey, because you'll always be on the right path doing so. Okay, so this is your Akashic records. This is your Akashic records. There is someone who's wanting to send you a message. Someone's learning some things about you. Definitely headed on a journey. There could be a masculine headed on a journey. This is someone who is committed to this journey or wanting to. So with the Akashic records is someone looking into their history, looking into their books, seeing where they need to start. And you got this. You will be on your path to greatness. And I'm just so excited for whoever's choosing this journey. All right, so we got level up. So you're in a space in your life where you're leveling up in your journey, becoming your best self. Continue to go, continue to grow, and get out of cycles that no longer serve you, So yeah, co-create. Your life is a blessing, okay? This is going to cause you to be so happy in your life, okay? True happiness comes from within. It don't come from outside. It doesn't come from what you have. It comes from who you are within. Okay, so know that. Go by the book. This is your justice. With that said, guys, I will be back later, but I'm just seeing here like Spirit is wanting you to imagine your life the way you want. Chop wood, meaning release people that don't serve you. Clean up, and Yang is like possibly getting more into your masculine energy, because whatever gift exchanges that maybe someone wants to give you is not for you. The relationships are not for you that you may be encountering at this time. Spirit is telling you that you got something better on the way. So with that said, I hope this message has helped you. God is wanting you to be more authentic, okay? Reaching within, knowing who you are without the money, without the cars, without all the glamour. Who are you? This is what you need to find out. Have a wonderful day. Peace.